Hey guys, I hope all is going well. Midway Piper here. Just got back home on this beautiful Sunday. My son had his first ever karate tournament this morning. Now, the tournament today, it was the part that he participated in was just the maneuvers. So moves, showing his moves. There's also a sparring aspect to it as well, but that's something he's not quite into yet, so he did not stick around for that part. But before I tell you how it went today, my Nording Eric the Red. I like these pipes, how they kind of have this sort of this matte feeling to them. They're not super shined up. And in it, I'm giving another try to the San Sepulcro 2025 release. And still a bit underwhelmed by it, but hey, I don't know that it's something I'll order again. But anyways, so I've mentioned in a couple other videos, my son does not like karate. He's not big a fan of it. He's had a lot of breakdowns in karate classes. And I told him that that's why he was doing it, is to build some of that grit and emotional resiliency. And I really like the instructor. So he's frequently mentioning how he wants to quit karate, he doesn't want to do it anymore, doesn't like it. And I keep telling him that if he has a series of good classes, then he starts to master some of those, not even master, make progress on a lot of those skills that I just mentioned, we would take him out of karate. And he's had some good classes, but not consistently. So today was the first competition. He joined last year right after the competition started, or right after the competition. So this is his first competition that he's done. We're coming to the beginning of his second year doing karate. And he did good in preparation for this. He was clearly very nervous about it. He's a talker, but then you put him in a group situation and he's great. He doesn't like it when all the focus is on him. So I knew this was going to be challenging because he stands in front of 3 judges, gives a quick introduction speech about himself, and then he shows them his 3 moves. And everyone's focused on him. And he did it. He did it. He did a good job with his moves. Going into it, I told him that was the only expectation. That's all we wanted to see, was him to get up there, give it his best shot. And he did it. When we got there, he saw this big old table of awards. And he wanted one of those. All the trophies. He wanted a trophy. And, still told him, if it happens, it happens. You try your best. You do what you do. So he's an orange belt. So when you start off, you're a white belt. And you move to a yellow belt. And then you move to an orange belt. And he's at an orange belt now. And he did great. And then it came time for the awards. And he did not get one of the trophies. And it led to quite a fit, crying fit. Much more controlled than it would have been in the past, so. But he really wanted a trophy. And it took us a while to talk him down from that. And I told him, there's kids that go to karate 3, 4, 5 times a week. He only goes once. The kids that won the trophies were much higher belt ranks than him. First and second place were brown belts, so he's got a while to go for that. And I said, no matter how good you did on your moves, they're not going to give a trophy to someone at that lower belt rank unless the higher ranks really screwed up. It's just, it's that simple. They've shown more long-term commitment. He got a medal. And after we calmed him down some, talked about earning a trophy is something. Now that you've been to a competition, you've seen how they go. Earning a trophy is something to work towards next year. You got to show more determination and grit in class. And you probably need to start going to more classes a week. One a week it's just not going to get you there. Said his friend in class is a white belt. She just started not that long ago. She's probably ready to move up to a yellow belt, but they haven't done the belt test rankings yet. And so I said, maybe if you start going more to class, you'll advance more. And you'll be more ready for a trophy next year. So once he calmed down, I said, let's do it. Let's go every day to karate. And I was like, well, let's slow that down just a little bit. Let's start with 2, maybe 3 days a week, especially going into summer. Hopefully he adjusts the class schedule so they're slightly earlier in the day. Right now, because of school and after-school activities, the earliest class starts at 5, that he could do, starts at 5:15, I think it is. And by that point in the day, he's been up since 5 in the morning, 5:30 in the morning. He's shot after a full day of school. So I told him we'll start off over the summer. We'll add a couple of classes a week. I said, what do you think Sensei's going to say when you go to class tomorrow and you say, yes, he saw that my son is crying about not getting a trophy. They had a discussion about it afterwards. And he told him how impressed he was with my son, that how hard he worked and how good his moves looked. And I said, what do you think Sensei will say if you go to class tomorrow and you say, Sensei, I want to earn. I want to earn a trophy at the next competition. So I'm going to start coming to class more times a week. So what do you think Sensei's going to say about that? He said, oh, he'll be impressed. I said, yep. So let's do that. We won't email him and tell him that you want to attend more classes a week. We'll let you tell him tomorrow in class. And then we'll discuss the difference in cost and all that stuff over email. So that's the plan for tomorrow. We'll see how that goes. But just like that, I'm very proud he did something that was very difficult and challenging for him. And we've gone now from I don't want to do karate anymore to let's do karate more times a week. So, very proud of that. We'll see how it goes. But I just wanted to hop on today and let you guys know that I'm a pretty proud dad today. So, gotta head up to work in about an hour for a little bit. And I'll come back home. We'll do dinner together, his bedtime routine and all. And then I've got an overnight tonight, so I got to be back up there again at 8 o'clock tonight. So my day is just getting started, and it's 2 o'clock. Oh well. Yeah. The Sand Sepulchro is a bit underwhelming. Oh well. Oh well. All right, that's it. I'll talk to you guys in the next video. We'll see, maybe tomorrow. Who knows? All right, talk to you then.